outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month, I got that pull. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.
We're at the end. It is episode 10. It is the season finale for Power Book 4 Force Season 2. Like I said, episode 10 titled Power, Powder, Respect. Tommy orchestrates the grand finale of his long game to take over Chicago's drug world. When he is faced with devastating personal sacrifices, he finds that he might just lose more than he ever stood to gain. Guys, if it wasn't obvious to you already, this is going to be a spoiler fear recap. Okay, me and my boy Lamont over here, we're going to spoil this thing up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. That is your warning. And if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button, give a thumbs up, a comment, all that good stuff. Can't wait to jive with you guys. Lamont, how you doing, man? You ready to get into this?
I'm here for it, baby. I'm here. I've been here with you the whole season. Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, this is the first time I've been allowed to do a full season with B. Avery on any show with just me and him.
I don't think that's true, man. Why are you trying to hype me up? But I appreciate it. We did Secret Invasion together, right?
Was it just me and you?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
my bad, ladies and gentlemen.
Najir did join us, I think, once or twice. So
okay,
I may be incorrect. But yeah, man, I'm glad to have you, man. You're a great guest. So, you know, you're a strong, passionate fan of Power. So of course I'm gonna bring you through.
Yeah, happy to be here. Be sure to super chat this man, ladies. Just because you're watching this and it's not live, you can still super chat the hardest working brother in YouTube. And usually when you super chat, those are some of the comments that get replied to the fastest. So send this brother a super chat and let us know what you're thinking about this episode of Power.
Thank you, man. And also, if you love what we have to say, you can follow us on social media. His handle is on the screen. And like always, Lamont, he's on my channel tab right here, that top row. This is what his channel looks like. Go ahead and subscribe. Whether you're watching this, if you're watching this on my channel, subscribe to his channel. And if you're watching this on his channel, subscribe to my channel. That's how we're doing it over here. But Lamont, yeah, we at the end, man. And I think we've been saying this all season. Season 1 was kind of meh. It was okay. Really, you know, was kind of disappointing, to be honest with you. But season 2 has been a huge step up in my opinion. And of course, we've talked about that. And they just needed to stick the landing. And I want to go ahead and say, I think they did. I really did enjoy this episode 10, this season finale. At one point in time, I was saying, okay, we're at the midpoint now. Nothing has really happened. And when are things going to pop off? And not necessarily saying that they did or needed to with a bunch of heads exploding or anything like that. And if you're talking, you're muted. But I like the conclusion, man, of how they wrapped up everything. I am really excited to see what happens next season, in season 3. If we don't get a season 3, I think it'll be a shame. But I really do like the way that they was able to wrap things up and also leave some cliffhangers too, because there's some characters where I'm just like, damn it, I was on the edge of my seat. I want to know what's going to happen to Vic. Like, what is going on with Vic right now, man? Of course, we're going to be talking about Claudia. We're going to be talking about everything. But I was like, damn it, man. What is going to happen with Vic right now? There's that little angel. And so, I mean, we you know, I haven't even scratched the surface. But those are my overall thoughts for the season finale. How did you feel about this, sir? Let us know. Let me know.
Well, of course, Elle wants to say hi to her uncle B. Avery. Say hi, Elle.
What's up, Elle? How you doing, sweetie pie?
B, this was the best season finale they could have gave to this particular show, considering what happened in season 1. I enjoyed every minute of it. Perfect cliffhangers, as you said, and it led you to want to see what exactly are they going to do in season 2. With the things that happened in this episode. And so, man, I'm ready to talk about all the things that happened. I was surprised. I was caught off guard by some things. But overall, I enjoyed what happened, and we're gonna get it in.
Yeah, man. One thing that stood out to me the most was the acting, the performances by a lot of people across the board. Tommy, Stacy, I forget his name, but her husband. You know, the way that she was popping off in the office back there, the way that Tommy was speaking to his mother. You know, I was like, oh man. You know, now we still did get some boo boo action with D-Mac. I don't. You know, it's so unbalanced and just out of nowhere with him. And we can get that out the way. But, you know, I think his transition, his villain arc was worse than Shanti's. Okay. Now, real quick, I did like Shanti in this episode, but I did give her a hard time on a few times throughout the season where all of a sudden she's like, I'm an evil bad guy now. It's just like, where is this coming from? But I will say D-Mac, he was my least favorite in the show. I'm a gangster now. I murder niggas. I murder people. Bang, bang, pow, pow, or whatever the hell he said. Like, come on. Like, I know you had a rough life. Okay. I know you're dealing with some abandonment issues and all this, but I don't know. I didn't really care for the way they wrapped that up right there. I mean, am I tripping or do you agree? You disagree? Where are you on Mr. Mac over here and JP in that storyline?
I felt like they wrapped him up pretty fast in terms of trying to make him a bad guy. This scene that you're looking at right now that involved Kate, his dad, and him, the acting that the character playing D-Mac did, it felt natural. I mean, that felt like natural acting. I just didn't like the way they presented it. He called his dad the F word, and I'm not talking about F-U-C-K people.
Right.
He called his grandma a bitch. He was just being completely disrespectful. And I felt like the scene needed JP to step up and put his, lay the law down. I'm your daddy, whether you want to admit it or not. Maybe he didn't approach him because of the gun. But at the end of the day, I just kind of felt like this scene was overly dominated by D-Mac. And it didn't feel natural, put it that way. Now,
right.
the acting felt fine because it seemed like he was that character. It seemed like the gentleman playing D-Mac was in his natural role. That's what it felt like. But it was hard to watch that. It really was, because I'm sitting here a father, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't give a damn if my son got a gun. Shoot me, nigga, is what you're going to have to do, because you is not about to be in my house talking to me like that.
Yeah.
Shoot me in front of your grandma. So I needed a little more from the other characters in the scene. But I still don't have a strong feeling. Like, D-Mac went so hard this episode, they want us to feel a certain way about him. And I still don't feel that certain way about him, to be honest with you.
I don't. And I mean, sometimes I don't care. Sometimes I do. You know, y'all don't want to just crap on, actors, actresses when they're doing the best that they can. But it's such a his whole role in performance. I mean, you was fine with the acting. I'm not. It's just such a departure from everybody else. I just don't understand how you can have this level of talent from X amount of people, but then drop the ball here. Like, I don't know. I'm really, really curious about that. Go ahead.
Well, keep in mind he's young, and they want him to act the way a noodle neck young person would act. And teenagers, this last scene was what I expect from an unguided, unbridled teenager. That's exactly what I expect. And he was able to, for me, he was able to deliver that performance of that type of teenager in this particular episode. And so, that's why I said his acting was on point for me. So that's what I would say about that.
I got you. Y'all let us know what y'all think. You team Lamont, you team Behavior over here. It really don't matter. We're just having fun. I just rubbed a big smudge on my glasses. There we go. I'm trying to find this right here. Let me ask you this about Miss Gianna. Okay. She did not pop up in this episode. The love interest of Diamond a few episodes ago. She lost her son, unfortunately. And I forgot the gentleman's name. I don't know, why am I calling him a gentleman? He's a monster that shot the little boy dead. We see what happens now. Another reason why I just don't like D-Mac is like, man, sit your ass down. I really am surprised that he was able to clean it, get away squeaky clean. with murdering this person right here. But at the same time, it needed to happen. I don't know why Claudia's on the screen. I'm sorry, but it needed to happen, and he's dead. I just knew that this was going to blow up in the face of the coalition of the CBI, and maybe that's how the gang war is going to pop off in the season finale. But it popped off another way. But were you satisfied with this right here, and D-Mac, murdering this dude right here, and the whole aftermath and the consequences or the lack thereof? I'm just I didn't see it playing out like that at all.
It was a surprise to me that D-Mac popped on the scene and killed. The guy's name is Mad Dog. It was a surprise to me. Did I want to see D-Mac be the one to pull the trigger? No. And even after D-Mac killed him, if you can recall, there was a conversation between Jenard and Diamond, in which Diamond was saying that people on the street kind of recognized that it was D-Mac.
Mm-hmm.
There was some people on the street that seen it was D-Mac, and they was worried about the coalition having to break. And I think for this story, having D-Mac do that was the best thing for this particular story, because it was easy for them to say that he's not really in CBI. He's acting as a lone wolf. And so I'm glad that that boy died, because I didn't want Leon to die in vain. But now you're going to have a beef somewhere along the way, B. Avery. There's going to be a beef between Tommy, Diamond, Kilo, and Jenard. Because Kilo done told Jenard, I'll go with this coalition as long as you bring me D-Mac's head on a stick when I get out of prison. So that obviously means next season, Kilo, who is the ex-basketball player from the Boston Celtics, ladies and gentlemen, Glenn Big Baby Davis, is going to be getting his Big Baby Davis ass out of jail, trying to look gangster, and is going to want some sweet revenge.
I thought he did a great job looking gangster too. He did look a bit familiar to me. I did not recognize him, so thank you for the name drop right there. But when he came on the scene, I really did like the camera that was at a lower angle, shooting upwards. I mean, he's already a big dude, but as soon as he stepped up, I was like, damn, this dude, like, he would crack your skull and go have a sandwich in the corner and think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? The way that Jenard, Jenard has never really been a threat, really. He's been beat up and kind of pushed around by everybody. I'm liking him more now, before he was drunk Jenard. But remember how he got slapped around with Malkovich. But and this, when our dude was shaking his hand, I was like, damn, that he is serious. And so I like the energy right here, man. I really wonder how that's going to play out in season 3 when he does get out, if he really is going to deliver D-Mac to him. And what is Tommy going to do? He don't want to mess up the coalition, but that's his nephew. And I don't really think that JP is going to get involved much.
Nope.
So I really, what's his name again? You said it a second ago. What's his name? The big guy?
Kilo.
King Kilo. That's right.
Kilo.
They did a good job there, man. They did a good job there. What you got on your chest, man, that you can't wait to talk about, that was surprising to you, a standout, something that gets your blood boiling? What you got over there?
That Cloudy finally had some cloudy sex with her girlfriend that gave her the money. And I was just waiting for Shanti to just pop up and get up in the mix, throw a little chocolate up in the vanilla swirl. Didn't happen. I felt like she should have known Vic was setting her up, because I ain't gonna say, my street affiliations or anything. But anytime someone's asking you pressing ass nosy questions about criminal stuff, you got to think to yourself, why are you asking me this stuff? And she's in a criminal enterprise and wasn't cognizant enough to think that her own brother would try to throw her under the bus. That was stupid.
Really?
That was a blind spot for her. Because think about it like this.
Wait, you talking about towards the beginning when he recorded her on the device? Is this correct?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I felt Cloudy Panty Draws dropped the ball on that. She should have known to never say she was in on the hit on his life or the dad. No matter what he said. No matter what he said. Because just 2 weeks ago, he told you to get the hell out of his face. He's not sharing nothing with you. And you think that within 2 weeks he done came to Jesus? No, Claudia. You asked for that and you got it.
I got you. I don't know, man. I don't want to go as far as saying that she was stupid, you know. And
she looked good right there, though. I will say that.
I give you that. I'll give you the drip, and the hair was straight. You know. So I'm pretty sure somebody.
Whole outfit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody out there like it. But you know, good. I like that Vic was smart enough to record the conversation. I honestly did not see that coming. I mean, maybe you did, but I didn't. I thought he played it well, man, and it was believable. It really was. Because he wasn't stupid. He played the card of like, look, I know that you are the one that tried to get me killed. I just want you to admit it, and she knows that. But she wants that fortune more than anything, and so he got to admit to it. I thought it was really convincing. And so, but you think she should have been smarter than that, huh?
Yeah, I'm not even in a crime family, but I have been in a situation that involved a snitch trying to lower the bid that he's got, asking me ridiculous questions like that, and I immediately knew what was up. So someone who is in a crime family should know, even if it's your brother, that level of questioning, being asked, should let you know that something is afoot. And you know what? She fell for the banana in the tailpipe, and she really got that banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah, she did. She did. I was trying to find those images of her, Claudia, having sex with a friend, but I don't know. I guess I don't have them here. But
and guess what, B? I actually enjoyed that scene.
You did.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Cloudy and her little mosquito bite breasts, and the friend and her little thickness and everything. I just wanted Shanti lips to just pop up somewhere.
Man, I was I would have been pissed if she would have. I wouldn't even have done this recap. I just would have probably put up a note. My computer doesn't work anymore, and I'm not going to be able to do a recap and kind of just hopefully y'all forgot about it. I guess you like that scene better than Stacy and her husband in last episode. Is that safe to say?
Hell yes, 100%.
I ain't mad at that. You know, pretty much everybody agrees with you and disagrees with me. Everybody, I was looking at the comments. I was like, B, what the hell? That sex scene was horrible. I'd rather eat mud. People were saying all kind of crazy stuff, you know. So
I saw that. Did you see the comparison somebody did? They said which sex scene was worse, that one or the one from BMF with Coach Cop and the Asian cop that came in on the scene.
I don't watch. You don't
watch BMF,
so okay. I wouldn't know. But y'all can let us know in the comment. You know, I'll still engage with you there. I will. I got so many questions I want to ask you though. Is this the scene? No, that's not. That's of Claudia and her brother still. But one of the things that we had a cliffhanger last episode with not Vic, but Tommy finding out that Vic is a snitch. You know, with the burner phone, with the lawyer, and he was, you know, Vic was in the car with Stacy. He got out. Tommy was across the street looking at him, staring him down like, you dirty rat, you mother effer, I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the episode started out. I love the back and forth from Tommy and Diamond in the scene. I thought it was perfect. I love the pressure that Diamond was getting on his ass like, man, look, you effing up. If old dude found out that we have a federal agent informant in here, he gonna kill us both. Did you forget that this cartel is working with this cartel? Yada, yada, yada. Everything he said, I was like, let him have it, Diamond. Tommy messed up, you know. I just like that. Tommy is the main character in the show, but Diamond is, is equal on the equal playing field as far as force is concerned, pun intended there. And so I really did like this opening scene right here. It was a lot of urgency, a lot of suspense to it. Great way to start things off. How did you feel about that, sir?
I agree with you. I mean, Diamond at some point in time needed to put his foot down because they're partners. And to some degree, he has been letting CBI be on cruise control with Tommy. And you see Jenard keeps picking and picking and picking at that scab.
Yeah.
To the point where by the end of this episode, you basically saw Diamond just go ahead and put his foot down and be like, look, damn, Tommy, you're always making moves without me. You wouldn't have been able to get this thing done without me. We're supposed to be partners, 50-50 in this thing. And I think some of that animosity bled over into the secret that Diamond kept from Tommy. Diamond never told Tommy about D-Mac. And he had no intentions of telling Tommy about D-Mac. And next season, if Tommy finds out that Diamond knew about D-Mac and didn't say nothing, that's going to be a problem. And all Diamond got to do is say, Tommy, your white ass kept me in the dark on too many things. Why in the hell would I tell you about this? That's what it's going to come to.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about this, man? I like this too. Kind of how they was.
I loved it.
Diamond. I'm not fishing out Diamond, but fishing out Vic. This
I
is
loved it.
It was a bit obvious, but yeah, I liked it.
And Vic should have knew something was up at this moment. I mean, he really should have knew something was up. They standing up there. Tommy's looking out into the Chicago skyline. They on a roof. He talking about people falling off buildings and shit. Vic, he was giving analogies without saying your name. And then Diamond just pop up like a black person out of a damn shadow right behind Vic. Vic, think, my brother, think. You should have known at this point you was be made. And then they just basically go ahead and they set Vic up so that they could get him and the cops in a precarious situation. And it worked out well for Tommy.
It really did, man. It really did. It really did. I'm so surprised that more people didn't die in this episode. They set it up. I thought Jenard was gonna die.
I remember you said that.
I thought Mariah was gonna die, and I thought Vic was gonna die. You know, and what's crazy, you know who I thought was gonna kill Jenard for a quick. Did I say Diamond or Jenard just a second ago?
You said Jenard.
Okay, yeah. You know who I thought was gonna kill Jenard, which is crazy. Y'all
Shanti?
No, that crossed my mind too towards the end, but I thought it was gonna be Diamond in this scene right here.
Oh, okay.
This was weird to me, bro. This whole dialogue, this whole interaction between them, and the way that they was talking, just like, yeah, I mean, it was just really centered in on this conversation right here, and I was like, did Jenard do something behind Diamond's back that we don't know about, and he about to slit his throat, or is he about to have another psychotic episode like he did killing the parole officer? I was really concerned right here for a quick second. Like, I know you're not finna kill your brother. I feel like I'm tripping, like, you know, based on your reaction. You probably didn't think that at all, did you?
No, I never thought he was going to kill him because I never got that kind of energy from Diamond. But I do felt like that these brother moments are all set up to have Jenard continuously try to drive a wedge between Diamond and Tommy. He's seen, Jenard feels like Tommy's usefulness is over at this point, and he wants his brother back because he knows that Tommy has the ear of his brother right now, and hell, he can't have both of his ears because one of his ears don't work because of the cauliflower ear. Wow. So he's doing everything he can to get Diamond back in good with him so they can take out Tommy. And you see that his plan is starting to come to fruition to some degree.
Yeah. I got you, man. Yeah. Y'all let us know what you think there. I also thought Mariah was gonna die, like I said a number of times. At the very beginning of the episode, she's opening this letter that's from Tommy. Got some ticket to Barcelona. They're gonna go over there. Kick it for life. And I was like, wow, I didn't really think that this relationship was going to pop off like this when we first saw her in the beginning of this season. But looks like
her nosy friend can join too.
Was that?
I said her nosy friend can join in on the fun too.
Yeah, she sure can. I would like that a lot. You know, and so Tommy, hopefully he can set that up. But yeah, man, I don't want to talk about the end yet, but I thought Mariah was going to die, especially in the scene here well, when they was in bed, waking up together right before Kate bust in. I don't know. It was just too slow and quiet for me, Lamont. When she put that necklace on Tommy and was like, "Hey, I'm leaving. I'm choosing you over my brother." And she's leaning in and kissing. I was like, man, Tommy's apartment is about to get hit right now. It's about to get some bullets flying through the windows. Get down, Maria. And she, he's like, no. And I was like, they're gonna continue that story going on of Tommy always losing his girl. He lost Lakeisha. He lost what was the first
Holly.
and now he's gonna lose Mariah. I just knew that that's where it was heading, but I was wrong. But what did you think, man? What was going through your head all right here when she was waking up looking good, and also Miss Kate busting in the door, ruining romantic moments and stuff?
First of all, shout out to the actress playing Kate Eagan, Miss Patricia Calumber, my friend. You did a damn good job on this show. And the first comment I got about this whole scene, be Avery. Every time someone come banging on Tommy's door, he pulls out his gun and then he tiptoe to the door like he's in a damn tap toe contest or something. Ain't his house supposed to be secured like Fort Knox? He got damn cameras everywhere.
Good point. Yeah.
Nigga, go look on the camera to see who at your front door. Stop playing with our imagination with this. You got to creep up on the door with the gun. Go see who the fuck is on the camera, Tommy. Stop this mess. That's number one. I enjoyed Mariah. However, y'all gonna hate me for this. Of all the relationships Tommy has had, Mariah feels the most unnatural to me. Like the chemistry don't feel the way it felt with Lakeisha or Holly, in my opinion. And it was just interesting to me when the mom came in, the exchange between the mom and Mariah. And she basically snapped her finger and her neck at the mama and basically said, he's mine. You may have had him once, but I got your white son all the time. Yeah. And she tried to warn her, look, if you mess with my son, it's probably not going to end well for you. And Mariah didn't listen, and we saw what happened.
Right. That's true, man. And good point, bro. I forgot all about the surveillance at his apartment. That doesn't make any sense. And I was just kind of saying to myself, bro, before you just go and open the door, like, you're not gonna say who is it or something, or like, I don't know. I would tell somebody to come in and be posted up, in the kitchen behind the island or something with my gun pointed. But that's just me. Never been. I don't know, but y'all let us know what y'all think. As far as if we're reaching, or not. But yeah, man, we got next here is Claudia trying to flex at this meeting with Mucinex, as you will call him, with Shanti and all of that right there, which sets up the plot towards the end. I don't know. I didn't see this coming at all. But your girl Claudia right here is getting a little bit too big for her britches, man. What did you think was gonna go down here? And for a second, I kind of forgot where Shanti was on as well. But what did you think about that little rundown right there?
Yeah, Cloudy was smelling her cloudy panty drawers a little too much. She's sitting at the chair in the Flynn family house. She feels like she's finally got her seat at the table, and she's basically feel like she's running stuff. She got a girl on the side. She got her girl Muscle on the corner of the table. And Shanti ain't scared to talk crap to nobody. She gives it to anybody that's going to take it. And she was giving it to Merkovich. But what no one knew is that Shanti, she's a free agent. She's working for herself. And she has always had this animosity on the inside toward Cloudy. And that came out later on in this episode. So it was nothing for Shanti to get rid of her because she is playing for, like she said, I'm putting my bet on the winning horse. And Cloudy was not the winning horse. But B. Avery, there are 3 women in this room. One of these women didn't get arrested. Well, two of them really.
Right.
But one of the women that didn't get arrested just dropped off a whole lot of money for that fantasy night she had with cloudy panty draws. Will they have her come after Shanti or do some investigation to figure out what's going on next season?
You talking about Claudia's friend?
Claudia's girlfriend, yeah.
Is she gonna come back around? No, I don't think that's gonna happen at all. She's as soft as a marshmallow. I could be wrong, but
I don't think she's soft at all. Not the way she told Shanti, "Don't call me Becky." I don't think she's soft at all. And when you give someone $1 million in cash, and it's supposed to be an investment, and then you just invested in the ass, and that person and the money done gone missing, you got to figure out what's going on. She's gonna want to have some answers.
I think that she will make an attempt to be badass and put her foot down. I can see that all day long. But as far as her pulling it off, no, man. I don't see that happening at all. I think she'll try and she'll get shut down quick. Kind of like how D-Mac got shut down by Diamond right here. I thought Diamond,
which he should have.
Yeah, I thought Diamond was going to kill him or knock him out.
I did too.
Showed him because he was just really fed up. Again, D-Mac was my least favorite character in this whole show. Sorry, bro, but would you have been mad if he killed D-Mac? And if you had kept it moving, would you have felt some type of way about that?
I wouldn't have felt no kind of way other than there's going to be drama with Tommy. There's going to be big drama with Tommy. And right now that you done got this coalition making all this money together, you're trying to keep the peace. The thing that I did like was D-Mac coming there sounding like a unbridled teenager. And Diamond did what I wanted his daddy to do. He jacked that ass up and basically told him, son, calm down, and he was going to call Tommy until D-Mac made himself useful, so he didn't call Tommy. And I think a part of Diamond in his heart wanted to keep this secret from Tommy because every step of the way, it seems like Tommy has been kind of asserting his weight in this relationship between the two. So I think a part of Diamond wanted to keep this a secret anyway.
Yeah. I also like the way that Diamond addressed it towards the end too. Like, hey man, it's not all about you, okay? I think it was Shanti that addressed Tommy like that as well. Like, hey, I just want to let you know, put you on notice that she said that at the very beginning, like, bro, I don't work for you. I work with you. There's a difference. And so, Shanti checked him on that and Diamond checked him on that. And so I like that. I like that the way that everybody is kind of just standing up to Tommy, and he's able to wiggle his way in and out of a lot of drama and grief and heartache. Making.
I got something for you.
What's that?
Did you notice the way Tommy and Shanti chemistry felt on screen this season? I mean, this finale episode.
Yeah, it was quite nice. What you got over there?
I could see Shanti maybe trying to come on to Tommy because she don't want to admit it, and she calls him white boy and all that stuff. But she's digging the way he moves. She's digging it.
Yeah. I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible. It's probably not likely, but I can see something popping off, especially if they in a shootout or just a dire situation and he saves her life or they save each other's life or something like that. I can definitely see a passion smash coming, but I'm not saying that I don't want it to happen or do want it to happen. It's not impossible. I wouldn't be mad if it happened. It's definitely more likely than this threesome that you've been talking about between Claudia, Shanti, and Miss Marshmallow. I don't see that happening. But you guys let me know what y'all think about that, man. I'm very, very curious. I really am. How did you feel about the way that Tommy was talking to his mom? Like, what the F are you doing here? And she was like, oh, I know that, D-Mac's alive and all of that. And that's Miguel. But they were going at it. And, he was like, stay out of my life. He may have said something like it was because I know that JP said that to Tommy towards the end, like whatever you around or whatever you touch, you destroy. I can't remember exactly what Tommy was saying to his mom, but it was mean. I was like, damn. I mean, she is a crappy mother, but how did you feel on that about that, man? Did you think it was justified or did you think it was a bit too much?
I'm used to Tommy and his mom getting into squabbles in this manner. The thing that I think is too much is him giving her the cocaine, forcing it in her pocket. Now, of course, she could have, as an adult woman, once he threw it in her pocket, she could have reached in her pocket and threw it back out, but she didn't.
Right.
And Tommy knows that this has been a lifelong battle for her. And anyone who has an addiction knows that it takes just a blowing of the wind to get you hooked. And Tommy knew that this would get her hooked. I don't think he knew that it would end up the way it ended up by the end of the episode, but he knew this was going to be kind of like a punishment for her trying to deal with this thing that she's been addicted to that she chose over him at times when he was growing up. So I think that was the only thing, the back and forth between the two, that doesn't bother me because I'm used to seeing that. But it did bother me that this man, in the face of someone who's trying to get clean, you're just going to force her to get back onto the drugs. That was I ain't like that. I ain't like that, Tommy.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I like it. I like it. I like it. You guys let us know what you think in that comment section below. Whether you agree or disagree. We are dying to know. And I am too. Man, Stacy, she's obsessed. This task force.
Yeah.
I like the red though. It should have been obvious. She should listen to a boo thing and was like, hey man. Actually, before we talk about that, I want to talk about Miguel. How'd you feel about Miguel? My fault for switching it up like that. But he realized Tommy is making moves, and he got his boy right here that sent him on his way to take care of him. How'd you feel about Miguel? And his reliance on his medicine, or he'll gonna tip over.
Miguel's not that threatening. In the very beginning episode of this season, they introduced Miguel and had a lot of y'all shook. I was the lone wolf that said, because this man is getting insulin shots, his ass don't scare me one bit. And Tommy has been one step ahead of this man in Tommy is his Achilles heel. He is so far up this man's butt that the man is sitting at the table risking his diabetes mellitus, getting drunk on some old gin. Tommy is in this man's headspace, B.A.B., getting it rent-free. The boy throws his bottle up against the wall. His man said, let me handle Tommy. They say they're going to handle it. And I already knew when it's Ren and Stimpy, if it's a Stimpy job, you send Stimpy, you don't send Ren. And what did he do? He sent Ren. And so Miguel didn't prove how devious he really and truly is or should be with Tommy until the very end. And I enjoyed Tommy pretending like he was dead.
Yeah.
But this was kind of one of those things in the scary movie when you get the upper hand on the monster or the criminal or the bad person, you shoot them in the ankle and then you got to walk all close up on them to make sure they're not dead. No, niggas, shoot them again. Shoot him in the head. Boop, boop, boop.
Right.
And he got what he deserved.
Yeah. Yeah. What was kind of weird to me is that he only sent one person to do it. Tommy's no amateur, man. I mean, he's been slipping away from everybody for the duration. And you think that this one person is just going to kind of take him out? And you had the opportunity too. I mean, he was just on his phone the whole time. So it wasn't really just hard. But that was interesting. I mean, that was I just don't know about that. But you guys let us know what you think about that. Very, very curious. But going back to what I was talking about earlier, we got Stacy here, and I like the drip, and they have the intel on the drop, the location. you know, for the finale, for the drug, for the buy, for all of that. And to me, I was like, damn, it's so blatantly obvious that this is a setup, but it's just too easy. But you are desperate, you know. And it ended up biting her in her face. Now I will say her performance was dope as hell, especially towards the end. I really did like that. But you know, it was obvious. Of course, we knew what was really going to happen. You know, she was, and they could have, even though I know why she wanted to go through with this, because one of her Vic killed the agent. You know, one of her colleagues, her coworkers, her loved ones. And so I get it, but I kind of wish they would have fleshed that out a little bit more. But I mean, at the same time, we knew, of course, that Tommy and Vic were not going to be there, but I did not expect to have Claudia, Merkovich, and all the other cartel people to be there. I was like, whoa, okay, I did not see this coming. This is what's up right here. And they still won. They still won. They had a nice case that they can deliver to DOJ, got some major players, but she was just not satisfied. And so how did you feel about the whole scene, her attitude, her demeanor, the way she addressed this whole situation? Do you think that she was tripping overboard, or do you feel like she should have been happy with the results that she got? Or do you think that she's tripping and on a power trip and is causing more harm than good? Where you at, Lamont?
She's definitely causing more harm than good, but the reason she's power tripping is because Shauna, the white lady Lynch, done put pressure on her to get Tommy Eagan specifically. So that's why Stacy is behaving in this way. But at the same time, you need to have some compassion because you done lost another officer. And not only did you lose an officer, you lost an officer that was close to DeFranco, your husband. And what was funny to me was when they was doing the meeting to get ready to set up for the raid, and you had slow turtle girl that gets fingerprints and takes a damn 2 hours talking about something. I really want to get that motherfucker Tommy. And I was thinking, there is no way y'all better let this woman be the one to arrest Tommy. No way. It took this chick 8 hours to get his fingerprint off the Mustang. Don't let her be the one to arrest him. But guess what? Guess what? She did arrest B. Avery. She was the one that took Claudia into the paddy wagon. Yeah. It was her. She took Claudia. And I thought it was funny during the raid because I didn't see it coming either. But we knew it was coming because Tommy had put all the pieces in place, had Shanti in the meeting for the setup, but they never said where they was going to be at. And I thought that it was funny. Claudia was trying to run behind everybody when the arrest was happening. That shit was funny to me, man. I was just laughing. And then she gets in there telling them, you can't bring a RICO on me. You can't bring a RICO on me. DeFranco says, yes, we can. We got you for the murder of your daddy and the hit on your brother. And that's when she realized that her brother was a snitch. And that's when she should have been listening to Lamont Tyson saying, whenever someone is asking you too many nosy questions about criminal activity, you should know they're probably a ninja.
Yeah, man. Quite interesting. Hold on, real quick. Who is this guy that was just in?
He's somebody in Tommy and them's coalition. I don't know what his name is, but he's somebody in that coalition.
I got you. It was quite nice. Vic over here sweating bullets while everything is going down.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Stacy calling him, Tommy like, hey, you want to get that? No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't know what was. I knew Tommy wasn't gonna kill him right then and there, but I really was enjoying seeing Vic kind of squaring back and forth like that. That was kind of funny to me. But yeah, man, going back here though, like Stacy, she went off. Dude was like, we got this, we got that. I mean, I don't ego, man. I didn't like the ego here. I thought she should have just took the W and won and left it. But look at the face, bro. This is what I was talking about when we started out this episode as far as acting is concerned. But she did this right here. I'll say this is some superb acting, screaming, looking ugly in the face. It was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. What did you think about that? you feel like she just wanted to oppress the white lady? You said the lifts.
Yeah, the white lady specifically said, "We need you to get Tommy." Now, she should have took this as a win in pursuit of still getting Tommy.
Yeah.
Because at least now you got something on the books you can show the DOJ to let them know that you mean business. Okay. You've got the Serbs and you got the Marquez cartel who are from Detroit, but you catch them in Chicago. That should be big news. Then you done took down the rest of the Flynn family.
Mhm.
No matter how much the DOJ wants you to get Tommy, they can't just deny that you have taken down 3 huge criminal organizations, even though you didn't get the one they want. They can't deny that. So it's her trying to be someone that's a damn politician. You're supposed to be able to parlay this to a win for yourself. But her, like I said, her ego done got in the way. She got ego the size of Hogan now because Tommy done got in her face. Tommy done talked shit to her. The only thing she can see is how she can get this, become the mayor. And that is the only way she's going to do that is take down Tommy. And you're right. The acting was phenomenal by everybody that's on the police side of this thing. It was phenomenal.
Yeah. She yelling at her husband, "Are you effing serious?" He throwing books and pamphlets on the ground.
Yeah. Look at the veins in his neck.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bruh, what happened to just last episode? Y'all was getting it on in front of the American flag, having patriotic sex. I guess that's out the window.
On television. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm teasing. I know y'all don't feel that way. But yeah, it's quite crazy. Something I almost skipped over. It may not even be worth mentioning. Is Vic? You know, he thinks he won.
Right.
You know, I saved the day, Gloria. I love you. We're gonna be together soon in the other life. You know, he's out here on the grave. What is going to happen to Vic, man? We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I just had to bring that up real quick. But we got this right here. Another big scene. Chet with CBI and Tommy. And he like, "Hey man, I am a busy man. I gotta watch my shows. Okay, I got some DVRs, I got some Pop-Tarts in the toaster. I gotta get back. Why are you wasting my time?" Shows them the footage of the drug bust going in their favor. And this was a power move right here, man. It really was. Now, help me understand, what was the deal exactly? Because Chet didn't go for the initial offer. Because he was like, "Hey, with the Serbs and Claudia out the picture, we have now done what Miguel was supposed to do and took over this location." He was like, "Well, instead we can do this, this, and this." I didn't have enough time to go back, but it worked out. It worked out, man. I like that Tommy's goal was successful from the beginning. I mean, we thought he was crazy, or at least I did, for going to the quinceañera and just be like, "Hey, I'm Tommy, and let's do business." But it ended up paying off, man. How'd you feel about this, bro? And of course, we got to talk about Miguel, because he wasn't happy when it was all over. But the floor is yours, sir. What you got? What you got?
It was well played by Tommy. He took a lot of risks, my man.
Yeah.
But he figured out the pulse of Che. Che just want to make money. Che don't give a damn if you're a white person. If you can help his organization, he'll let you in there. And basically, Tommy was trying to cut Miguel out of it, and Che wasn't having none of that. Che is going to honor CBI for what they have done by giving them what the Serbs used to do, but he kept Miguel in it, and now he wants these two to be the distros in Chicago, but he wants them to play nice together. And he don't know he's trying to mix vinegar and water together, and it's not going to work between these two. And it was so funny to me to see the little meetup between Miguel and Tommy when they both was shaking hands, saying who got the biggest penis.
Right.
Miguel said his little joint. Tommy grabbed his hand, pulled him in further, and said, "Oh, that's what happened to your boy Nasi." Blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, "Oh, yeah, this is like WWE up in this blank right here, baby. I want to see them go at it."
Yeah.
But you knew that this was just a front for Che. You knew these two would never be able to get along. And it's going to be some more stabbing each other in the back, trying to undercut the other one's business so that they can prove something to Che. And at the end, my money's on Tommy.
Yeah, man. I loved it. This was hilarious. I knew Miguel was not going to go out like no punk, though.
Nope.
We're going to talk about that in a second, man. We're going to talk about that in a second. But speaking about stabbing in the back, somebody else stabbed in the back. And before they got stabbed in the back, they was talking a hell lot of shit. They pulling up. They pulling up on the scene. They got Shanti and Tommy was playing this from the beginning a few episodes ago. Hey, just pretend that we beefing. Excuse me, and we not together no more, Shanti. I need you to be Miss Incognita. Stealth, Trojan horse. Be on her side. Let me know everything that she has going on. And Claudia think that she big draws Miguel over here, pulling up to the spot, all in his face, like, I am with the cartels now, these cartels, and you can't touch me, white boy, even though I'm white too. Ha 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 ha. I'm a winning. Shanti over there getting all the intel. You know what I'm saying? Quite funny to me. Tommy Glow, look, he got the computers in the back. Even though this is a different scene, I'm still using it right now to sell my point. Talking to Jenard, Diamond, and they doing their thing. But that's funny that we see Miss Claudia right there. But this was the best scene of the whole episode to me, bro. When she's in her on the phone, and then she gets shanked in the back while Tommy and Shanti are on the phone. My goodness gracious. Because earlier Vic was one that said, like, hey, Claudia did try to get Liliana murdered. And why when she said that, bro, they was listening. And another thing is, I'll let you have it, but Claudia may not be dead. We didn't, somebody may have come and say have life. And so in season 3, she may come back for revenge. We don't know. But what say you, sir? What say you about this best scene of the whole episode to me? I couldn't wait to talk to you about it because I think you said that both Flames are going to make it. So where you at on that, bro? Where you at? Where you at? Let us know. Let us know.
I'm not one to brag when my little predictions come true because they happen so often every season. But I told y'all no Flynn was going to die, and no Flynn died, ladies and gentlemen. If you really wanted that bitch dead, not only stab her in the kidney, but stab her in the eyeball too. Whoever the shank girl is, she needs to be fired. She needs to be fired. Yeah, she needs to be fired because she didn't finish the job. Like Markovich told Nunez, finish the job and I will give you the rest of the money. Finish the job, chick. Because Claudia obviously is alive. She's going to get bailed out by her friend that's got deep pockets. And then she's going to be on the warpath. But the thing is, who's going to be in her organization? Because now her story could be very... Now, see, B, I'm not even going to lie. Put that picture back up there where Claudia's got the big O in her mouth with the girl standing behind her. Put that picture back up there.
Hold on, man. Right there.
I would love to see them two get into show.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But anyway, I digress. So the story for Claudia is going to be more interesting now because when her girlfriend bails her out, who does she have to support her? Her brother's gone, helping out Tommy. Markovich is in jail. The Marquez cartel, who knows what they're going to do with them. Oh, yeah. See, you see it. You see it.
Sorry.
You see it. Yeah, you see it, baby. You see it. I mean, you can fit 5 bananas in her mouth. You see what I'm saying?
Much.
But they're going to have some stuff they can do with that character next season. And she's definitely not dead. Not by a long shot.
I got you. We'll see, man. If she dies, she dies. If she dies, great. If she doesn't die, I can see her getting tortured more.
Man, in the next week,
I don't hate her. I just don't really care for her. But Shanti's growing on me though. I like this. I thought that they was down. She was like, I'm definitely all in for you. But that's not true. That's not true at all, man. She still over here scheming with Jenard. Hey, let's take him down, man. And I don't know how I feel about that. I think that Tommy proved his worth to her, and I just don't like it. Am I tripping or where you at on that?
No, and all it's gonna take is for Jenard to get back on drugs. That's all it's gonna take, and she gonna be sweating Tommy. That's all it's gonna take, because you can already see the level of respect, hustle, and flow that she has for Tommy. You can already see it.
Yeah.
And when Jenard get back on that stuff, he's acting up. She's gonna probably jump off that ship and go to Tommy. Even though I think she does care for Jenard, she does not care for Jenard that's on drugs. She loved this man without it. She even went as far as to help this boy get his damn Lambo back from the Serbs. Took him over there, get it back.
That's
so
right.
I think that when the stuff hits the fan and Jenard gets stressed out again and he go back on drugs, she's probably going to resort to Tommy for some kind of help or something.
I got you. I forgot all about the Lambo, because he did get it taken earlier or whatever.
He did.
You're right. You're right. Okay. Now let me ask you this real quick. This is wait. What scene is this? I know they had a. Where is this at the end? This is JP. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, yeah, I was trying to find this at the hospital. Do you think how you feel about JP telling him to stay the F away? Oh, I'm tripping. I forgot. They walk in and I don't have her on the ground. Kate is overdosed. She done took the drugs. And what was Tommy doing? Was he finally like, oh my gosh, I can let my mom die. I can release her now and she won't be a problem with me anymore? Or do you think he felt bad? Do you think he felt remorseful because he did give her the drugs and he saw her like that? I don't know which way I feel. How do you feel? Do you know? Am I making sense?
He was 100% in a state of shock.
Okay.
Because in that same scene, the man dropped the damn tear, B. Avery. Thomas Patrick Eagan shedded a tear because he realized what he did to his mama. She couldn't handle it. She's down there bleeding at the nose, having a heart attack, and he just froze. To me, it seems like the reality that this woman who just told you in your house, she's been the only consistent woman that has stayed around in your life for your whole life.
Right.
She done made that crystal clear to you. Now you're looking at that rock, that anchor that was your friend, your mom, is down here having a heart attack, and you froze. You don't know what to do. Yeah. I think that was more remorse from him, sadness, realizing that he could lose her, and he just didn't know what to do. That's what I think that was.
I give you that. And it looks bad that, it was just such a coincidence that him and JP walked in at the same time. But JP don't know how long he been there. You know, it was what, 10, 15, 30 seconds, but I did not know how to feel. I didn't know that if he felt bad or guilty about it, or if he was like, yes, my mom is dying and I don't have to deal with it anymore. And that was just kind of his malicious, sinister way of soaking it in, like, kind of like how he was smiling when Diamond killed the parole officer in the shop. Y'all let us know what you think, but I will say, Mariah was not answering the phone. I thought that she ghosted him, but I cannot get mad at JP for feeling this way about him. And this was a really good way to, I guess, write himself out of the show if he didn't want to come back, or his time is just up. Just like, look, bro, here's your keys to the bar. I know that you don't like Kate, but our relationship is different, and you're just gonna give her the drugs. Like, damn, I understand you may not want to talk to her or live with her, but don't just feed her the poison. And so I can't get mad. And what was interesting is Tommy couldn't say shit. He had to eat all that, eat his crow, and take it. And I was like, you know what? You just got to be quiet and take it sometime in life. And this was 100% justified, in my opinion, to JP. And I understand where he's coming from 100%. What say you? I'm
with you, man. Most of the time, JP gets on my nerves, acting like a little whiny bitch. But in this particular situation, I'm 100% with you, my brother. I'm like, you needed to close the door on this chapter, because even though Tommy did try to help him, overall, it seems like Tommy has just been more drama in his life that he doesn't need. Yeah. He was willing to try to make a relationship with Kate. And Tommy said a good line, something along the lines of, okay, well, you haven't been living with her your whole life. And that's true. That's true. He don't know how Kate is, but he wanted to find out. And Tommy almost took that away from him by giving her the cocaine. So I don't have a problem with him giving Tommy the keys back to the bar, saying stay out of our lives. But here's the problem. We know Kate is not going to die. And when she wakes up, somehow, some way, she's going to weasel right back to her son because she always does. And then it's probably going to put a strain on JP. And it sounds like you want JP off the show. That could be the thing to get JP off the show.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily want him off the show, but I was just saying, like, oh, I don't see, if he doesn't come back, this is a good way to do it, without it just seeming too jarring or anything like that. JP has grown on me a bit. Not my favorite character, but I agree with you. For the majority, he's been a whiny little, like you said, just a whiny person. Just like, damn it, you're annoying. And I don't like his glasses, but he's still grown on me a bit. So y'all let us know what y'all think down below. But we at the end now, man. They're celebrating. They think all is good, that they done got the coalition together. It's an open bar. They're kicking it. We got Diamond and Tommy like, yeah, let's party, let's rock, let's do the 2-step. And what we got here? I don't think it was necessary for Shanti and Jenard to do this. This is what I was talking about earlier when I was like, I'm kind of disappointed because it seemed like, Tommy and Shanti was going to be good. That Tommy approved him. Tommy proved that he's a worthy adversary, that he can be trusted, that he's loyal to a degree, that he has a good code of conduct, but she's still gonna send the picture to Miguel. I mean, where you at on that, man? I was really disappointed by that. I didn't see that coming. But
I saw it coming, man. They sticking to their plan. They sticking to the takeover plan. Like, she has never wavered in her plan and love for Jenard. She's been right there, lock and step, and all Shanti is doing is betting on the horse that puts her in the best position to win. So whether that's Claudia, whether that's the Serbs, the only horse that's going to take her down is Jenard. And the way you take that horse down is you go put a little white powder in front of his face and boom, he's going to go down. So that's how you get to her and that's her Achilles heel is him. But I would have loved to see Shanti and Tommy work together, but we're not, because at the end of the day, she doesn't want to work with him. She likes what he's been able to do, but now that they've got him set up, they sticking to their plan, fatten the pig, then we slaughter him. And that's what they're trying to do. Cut him at the ankle.
Right on. My guy, we at the very end.
Yep.
The last scene. We knew we had to have some stingers, some bombs, oh my gosh, what is going to happen next? And Mariah has been speculating this, projecting it all season. You don't know my brother. He is crazy. He will kill me, you, us, whatever, if we're together. And I'm like, okay, he may do something stupid. I don't think he's going to actually harm his sister just because the reasons that we're talking about. But damn, that's exactly what he did, bro. He found, and he must have did this quick. Found the tickets. He laughed in this sinister laugh. Fire. Tommy is crying. He's hurt. Like, damn, he does lose every woman that he's with. This will be number 3. Again, great acting, veins popping out the face. But again, we don't know if Mariah is dead or alive, just like we don't know if Claudia is dead or alive. I thought this was a great cliffhanger, man. I was like, damn it, I gotta watch season 3 now. I gotta see what happens next because of this, because I want to see what's gonna happen with Mariah, because we got to see what's gonna happen with Vic. Because he was, oh my gosh, I forgot to talk about it. Stacy's like, send them in. They're gonna kill Vic. She care about him now. You really didn't know. And then we got to find out what's gonna happen with Claudia if she's really dead. But we're talking about Mariah right here. What did you think about this ending, man? Is it satisfying or did you hate it? Where you at?
Oh, it was a great, satisfying cliffhanger, and that the fact that he would do something to his sister and burn up those tickets, that's when you know someone is a deviant. Yeah. So in this moment, I'm starting to feel like, okay, this is what I expected from his character. He's a straight deviant. But it also makes you wonder, where is his sister? What is he going to do to his sister? She's the one that's been giving you your diabetes mellitus shot. And now that your grandma gone,
I
now that
forgot
your grandma
about you didn't think this through, Lamont. My bad. That was a good one. That was a good one.
now that your grandma gone, the only person that's going to give it to you is your sister. So you can't kill her. So I'm wondering, do he got her tied up in a sweatshop or something and only come see her to get his diabetes mellitus shot? Like what is the status of Mariah? And in this whole entire season, this was the one moment when Tommy went from being on offense to he's in a very defensive mode now. This was that moment. All season, it seemed like Tommy's been winning, a step ahead of everybody. And this time, Miguel got the best of him. And it was funny to see them Barcelona tickets get burned up, man. So, yeah, you know, where are we going to go? And Vic, I told everybody on my trailer breakdown I did for this episode, they're just going to use him. He's going to be an informant for what the FBI is doing. And that's exactly what they're going to do with him. So that's why I said I don't feel like any of the Flynn kids was going to die this whole season. You know what? They made me out to be right.
Yeah, man, he was right. He was correct. So congratulations, Lamont. Congratulations, sir. But
if they gave out Oscars for hypotheses, damn it, I get one of them.
There you go. Well deserved, man. Well deserved. But y'all, like I said, man, great cliffhanger. It's great. This is a great shot right here with, you know, camera looking up. He's smiling with the fire, and Tommy is on fire as well, man. You know, like we said, season one wasn't it. It wasn't it, but season two came through pretty strong, and it seems like me and your boy Lamont really did enjoy it. So, guys, what did you think about the season finale of Power Book 4 Force Season 2, Episode 10, titled Power, Powder, Respect? Of course, this is a spoiler-free recap, so you can spoil down below. Man, this was fun, Lamont. Thank you so much for coming through and being such a great guest for these 10 episodes. I really do appreciate it.
I'm up early for the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month. I got that pull. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.